Yes, guys, you know what time it is. It's your boy Dave from the Irish Shade, basically bringing you the preview game for tomorrow's game versus Ludogerets. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Also, put your predicted lineup and your score predictions in the comments below. And I just want to say thanks very much to everybody. I've been blown away by the support. My channel's been up 4 days, and I've already got 100 subscribers. So thanks very much to the Harris Army out there. And also to the Harris Army, if I could get you to get your mother, get your father, your uncle, your dog, your goldfish to subscribe to my channel, because we're going on a big push to get 500 now. Today we have a very special guest for you. It's my boy Charlie from Charliethfc. A lot of you know him, and those who don't, make sure you get over to his page and subscribe and like all his videos. He's putting out quality content there every week for you. So yeah, how are you, Charlie?
Yeah, thanks, David, for that. Yeah, I'm very good, thank you. It's a pleasure to be on, as always. First time on your channel. Congratulations on 100 subs. I've seen you just hit that recently. So, yeah, I'm very, very happy to be on.
Yeah, thanks very much. Look, it's great to be able to connect with people like you, fellow Spurs fans. It's a bit of therapy at times. You know that yourself.
yeah, it's definitely relatable, man. Like, especially, like, it's good to just talk Tottenham. I could sit here for hours easily talking to you, Matt, and everyone like that. So, yeah, it's really, really good stuff.
Yeah, it's thoroughly enjoyable. Anyway, moving on to the preview. Just a bit of about the opposition, basically. Look, they've won the Bulgarian league last year. And they're currently sitting on top this year with 26 points. They've reached around the 16 in this competition once, and they've also reached around the 32 in this competition 3 times. But so far in the group stages, they've played 3 and lost 3. And 3 fun facts for you, really. They're Bulgarian. Their nickname is the Eagles. And they're shite. So it's a team who should be beaten. It's a team who should be beaten, Charlie. What do you think?
Well, I mean, look, I don't want to disrespect Ludogerets myself a lot, and they are in Bulgaria. They are probably by far the best team. They've won like 9 or 8 league titles over there in Bulgaria, so they're no mugs. They know how to win. But look, as you said, it's a game that I fully expect Tottenham to go and win. Whatever side Mourinho picks, I expect it to have more than enough quality to go and win the game. And Mourinho has done his press conference. He has said that there will be some changes made. And also, as well, Matt Doherty's back in training after covering from coronavirus. So, yeah, hopefully whatever team he puts out can get the job done.
Yeah, just while we're on team news, did you see the news about Toby Alderweireld? Basically, it's a muscular injury and he's not going to be out as long as first feared.
Yeah, I did see that. Mourinho said 2 to 4 weeks, which is just really good news because we're going to need him for the tight, congested Christmas period we have coming up very soon. So we're going to need him. And I think, as you said as well, he's been phenomenal against Man City and we're going to need him. But as you said, hopefully on Sunday against Chelsea, it's looking like Rodon's going to start, considering, I don't know if you saw Mourinho's comment saying that he feels he is ready to step up into that level. So it's, so look, hopefully Rodon can step up. And of course, we've had the Eric Dyer, who's been absolutely phenomenal as well. So yeah, it will be a loss to Toby, but hopefully he can recover and come back as soon as possible.
Yeah, so basically, look, Eric Dyer is a player that me and you both have basically agreed on the preview we done on your channel that we don't want him to play tomorrow. We want him rested for the Chelsea game. Yeah, Mourinho's comments were very interesting about Joe Rodon. All things point towards him starting that game, which means we probably will end up starting with Sanchez and Davies on the left side centre-back. Do you think that's enough tomorrow?
Well, it should be enough. Let's be honest. I think, look, Davies and Sanchez, it went horribly wrong against Antwerp. But I think, look, with all due respect, I feel Antwerp were probably on paper a bit stronger, a stronger side than Ludogerets, because considering Antwerp, they were top of Belgium league and everything like that. But I think, look, it should still be enough. I think against Lask, he went with Davies and Sanchez, and they kept a clean sheet against Lask. So I think, look, it should be enough. As I keep saying, whatever team we put out, it should be more than enough quality to go and win the game. That's for sure.
Yeah, of course, I fully agree with you. And just while we're also on team news, just to note that Rodon can't play because he's not registered in the Europa League squad. And Tanganga is doubting us over his fitness ready, really, to make the squad for tomorrow's game. And basically, on their team news, they have 4 players out that I'm aware of, three centre-backs and 1 winger. So, look, they're going to be weak at centre-back. So it's an area that we're looking to exploit, and hopefully Vinicius will be able to get off the mark tomorrow.
Yeah, I hope so. I think look, Vinicius, he was good on his debut against Lask, of course, getting those 2 assists. Against Antwerp, I thought he didn't deserve to be taken off. I thought he was one of the better players in that first half. And against Ludogerets, let's be honest, in that second half, he was quite disappointing, which was a shame. But again, as in his more recent game against West Brom, he made a slight difference when he came on. So I think, look, it'd be great for him to get off the mark as a striker, as you said on my preview. All you need is a goal, and then your confidence will definitely improve, that's for sure. So hopefully Vinicius, I'm assuming he probably will start tomorrow, so hopefully he can get off the mark tomorrow.
Yeah, look, he's a guy that we all hope it kind of really works out for him, because we do need a backup for Harry Kane, and the fact that we brought him in, we're obviously pinning our hopes on him. So look, yeah, like I've said before, all you need is a goal as a striker, and you're going to hit that patch, and you can just take off. Yeah, so look, these aren't in great shape in the group. They're not looking like they're going to get out. They've lost their first 3 games. Obviously the group is that there's three of us, Lask, Antwerp, and ourselves, all on 6 points. So tomorrow is a must game, really. So just because it's a must win, like, do you think we should mix it up and go with a second 11, or do you think we should go with the strongest team possible, just to basically ensure qualification?
I'm not 100% sure on that, because the thing is, you'd think that the second string team that we're talking about should have more than enough quality to go and win. But I think maybe I wouldn't be surprised maybe if one of Son or Kane starts. Let's be honest, I wouldn't be surprised at that. If one, just like in the game out there in Bulgaria, I wouldn't be surprised at that. So I think that's quite a strong possibility which we could see. Maybe not a full strength team, but not a weak team, if you know what I mean. So it'll be a bit of a mixture with some rotations there. So yeah, I think that's I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like that.
Yeah, look, we even have quality players that are not starting at the minute, the likes of Lucas, Bale, Lo Celso, that will all play tomorrow, and hopefully we can rely on them to get through. Just there was some breaking news last night, basically saying that the game might not be going ahead, basically due to coronavirus and restrictions and stuff like this. But the reports have come out since saying that the game will go ahead. But if it doesn't, it's a game that we really should get the 3 points and be given for, because it's not our fault that it doesn't go ahead. And it's a game that we can't really afford to replay if it is called off due to our hectic fixture schedule. What's your opinion on this, Charlie?
Well, as you said, it's like, luckily now Alistair Gold did say, as you saw in my preview, that it's the game isn't in doubt, and Ludogerets are flying to London today, so it's pretty nearly certain that the game will go ahead. But even so, if the game wasn't to go ahead, I'm not sure if you knew about this, but the UEFA rules state that if that was the case, Tottenham would be awarded a 3-0 win, with Ludogerets having to forfeit the game. So that's what the rules are. So look, if the game didn't go ahead, we would have been given the 3 points. But still, like, as you said, I'm just hope the worst case scenario would probably be them moving this game to a later date, because, like, we've got that Christmas period coming up, and we don't want another game in there, if you know what I mean. So we don't want to be in the situation we were in the start of the season, where we had like a game, 2 midweek games, if you remember. So yeah, I mean that's what's going on with that.
Yeah, and look, whoever does play tomorrow as well, in my opinion, it'd be nice for them to get the job done comfortably, and really look good, really, a nice assured performance, because going into our next run of fixtures, that means we'll have our first 11, and then all these other players that are being brought in and out of the squad, all raring to go, all confident, which is crucial going into our next 5 games in the Premier League and the couple of Europa League games we have coming up. So look, I really would like to see a comfortable win tomorrow and a good performance. I'm sure you're the same. So anyway, we're going to get into the starting our predicted lineup, and obviously, who would you go with, Lloris or Joe Hart?
I think it's going to be Joe Hart, without a doubt. I think Joe Hart played the last Europa League game, and I think it was weird that Lloris started that one game against Antwerp. It was strange that, but I think it's pretty clear that Joe Hart is the Europa League group stage goalkeeper. So I think, yeah, Joe Hart's going to go in there.
Yeah, I fully agree with you. Look, Lloris can do with the rest. There's no need for him to play in these games. We've a big game coming up at the weekend against Chelsea. So personally, I'd like him to just kind of sit back, relax, and get focused for that game. I'm sure Mourinho has told him what to do. Now going across the back four, my going at right back, as we said on your preview show, there's no other option available tomorrow apart from Aurier. so he has to play. Then going centre backs, we've already agreed that we'd have Sanchez on the right side and Ben Davies on the left side. And then left back, we agreed Reguilon, Don Reguilon. Look, he's a player I'd rather rest, and I'd rather give the game to the likes of Sorkin or White, who can play left back, just to see what they can do. Purely because I think no matter who plays, like even if we put our 1-23 squad, I really do believe we should be beating these regardless. So personally, I would really like to see him rest Reguilon, but I don't think it's going to happen. What's your opinions?
For me, I think, look, if you're with the centre back position, I think he's either going to rest Reguilon or Dyer. I'm not sure if he can rest both unless Tanganga comes in, which Mourinho actually said that he actually seems to see Tanganga more as a fullback than a centre back. So I think for me, I think Dyer or Reguilon will be rested. I'm not sure if you can rest both of them, because when you move Davis into centre back, it means Reguilon has to play on that left hand side, and then if you move Davis into centre back, it means that probably more than likely Eric Dyer will come in. So I think look, it's a player. Maybe he'll come off if we're winning the game comfortably, because remember you can make 5 subs in Europe. So hopefully it will be a situation where we're winning the game comfortably, and he can possibly be taken off.
Yeah, but just on the Mourinho news there that you said about Tanganga, do you reckon we could see him play right back tomorrow if maybe he does pass a late fitness test?
Possibly. His fitness is a bit on and off. He's been on and off all season, so I'm not sure. Potentially. Yeah.
So anyway, moving into midfield, the holding midfielder, we agreed that it'd be Harry Winks. Look, he's a player that many of us have. He's divided the fan base really. A lot of people tend to agree with me on it, and yourself, Charlie. We have strong opinions on it. But at the end of the day, we've also said it's a player we don't want to see fail, that we want to see to make the grade. And tomorrow's a big chance for him. And like we've also spoke about, I also believe that if he doesn't get himself going this year and add something different to this Tottenham team, or even just start being a bit braver on the ball, that he's a player that we potentially could see leaving the summer. So tomorrow's a big game for him. Do you reckon we might see anything different from maybe being a bit braver on the ball, or?
Look, I think in that first game against Ludogerets, he was very good, wasn't he? So I think hopefully we could see something. We could see a similar performance to that. I think he needs to step in, because I think Højbjerg, it'd be good to get him a sort of rest in this game. He's been playing a lot of football lately, and we're going to need him fresh for the Chelsea game. So I think. Look, it's looking like Winks probably will play this game, because he did play in the last game against Ludogerets. So hopefully he can step up and put in a similar performance to what he did in that first half out there in Bulgaria.
Yeah, look, for me, he has to perform tomorrow, especially with the games coming up. It'd be crucial, especially to have him basically hit a bit of form with some of the games coming up, because he will be of a bit of use, especially if we're kind of winning a game. And he can come on and just kind of keep the ball ticking over, keep the ball moving, and keep possession of the ball. And then obviously on the left-hand side of Winks and on the right-hand side of Winks, we'll have Lo Celso on the left and Sissoko on the right. Look, yeah, Lo Celso, to me, he's a player that we probably will see tomorrow, just purely because he's been in and out of the starting 11 lately. But it's also a player that Mourinho trusts in the Europa League. And as well, he's starting to add to his game. He's starting to create moves. He's starting to finish moves. And it's a player we're starting to see the best of, which was a player we signed potentially probably to replace Christian Eriksen. What do you make of Lo Celso?
I think, look, of course, Lo Celso, in sort of, I think it was for the second half of last season, he was phenomenal, probably one of our best players, particularly when we had that injury crisis. And I think, look, he's had a few fitness issues. I think from lockdown until the end of last season, he was carrying an injury, which he played through. So I think that's why he's been sort of in and out of the team this season. And as well, the reassurance of Tanguy Ndombele, look at how good he's been. He has been phenomenal. So I think it's Lo Celso. He's his fitness hasn't been quite there, but we saw over that international break, his fitness is definitely nearly back up to full strength. And also his when he came on against Man City, getting that goal, he put in a fantastic performance. So look, I think without a doubt, Lo Celso is going to play, give Ndombele a rest. And I think, as you said, Lo Celso, he's done very well in Europa League this season. I think he got a goal against Ludogerets out there in Bulgaria, and he got a couple against Haifa in the qualifiers. So he has done well in Europa League seasons, and he's definitely stepped up in Europa League. So I think, yeah, Lo Celso is definitely going to play, and it's going to be another game for him to hopefully improve his fitness and keep getting better.
Yeah, look, he's a player we'll definitely be relying on for sure. And then obviously on the right-hand side, we have Sissoko, the destroyer. Look, he's a player that you definitely need playing in there beside Harry Winks. It's just purely because of the work rate this guy gets through. And also, he'll also cover for Aurier at right back to double up. So, look, he'll be crucial tomorrow as well to have a big game out of him, especially turning over ball and getting the tackles in midfield.
Yeah, 100%. I think Sissoko, I think, look, we could see a similar sort of situation to the game out there in Bulgaria where he sort of plays 45 minutes and is taken off for someone like Højbjerg. So both of them get sort of an equal rest, because I think without a doubt both of them are going to start against Chelsea on Sunday. So I think, look, Sissoko, I mean, the thing is with him, when we're playing against teams where we're going to have a lot of possession, Sissoko, it's just hard to see sort of his role. And I think in a game like this, it's hard to see his sort of role. But I think, look, Ndombele will be given a rest, so I think he is going to play. And I think, as you said, his energy, his work rate is important in every game, to be honest. The fact that he covers for fullbacks when they do go forward, he's very good at that. And I think, yeah, he will be. He's definitely an important squad player, definitely.
Just while we're talking about Ndombele, Lo Celso and Sissoko, look, for me, it's kind of a situation where against a lot of the smaller teams, well, not smaller teams, the teams lower down in the league and like the easier teams in the cups and that, depending on fitness, I think you're going to see Højbjerg as the holding, and you're going to see Lo Celso and Ndombele. That's the two I'd like to see playing either side of them, just for creativity-wise. And then the bigger games, you're going to probably see Lo Celso come out of the team and Sissoko put in, just kind of shore things up beside Højbjerg, and just, again, the work rate and the tackling, the effort the guy puts in.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like I said it as well just now. Against sort of the smaller sides that are going to sit low block against you, is Sissoko really needed because of his sort of lack of quality on the ball. And I think, as you said, we all want to see a midfield three of Højbjerg, Lo Celso, and Ndombele. I think that's a fantastic midfield, and I think against the sort of low block sides, it definitely suits it a lot more than having someone like Sissoko in there who sort of just doesn't have a lot of quality on the ball. And he's a limited player. There's nothing anyone can do about that. It's just the way it is with him. So I think, but as you said, against the bigger teams in the bigger games, I think Sissoko, he is an important player to have, because off the ball, he's a fantastic player off the ball. When he sort of positionally, and he can sort of cover, as I said, he covers players, and I think he's his energy and strength in there is definitely massive in big games. Yeah,
look, I completely agree with you. Just on the Sissoko thing, yeah, like you said, he's a limited player, but he's a player that's very underappreciated by our fan base. Some of them, I don't think they really get what his role is. But look, like you said, we don't really need him for the smaller teams that play low blocks, because you've seen it under the Pochettino era, where we played two holding midfielders the whole time, and then maybe the last 10 minutes they'd make a sub and then go and attack the game. Like, against these teams, there's no need to be playing two holding midfielders, in my opinion. Anyway, moving forward, on the left-hand side, we agreed it was Gareth Bale. On the right-hand side, it was Lucas, and up front is Vinicius. Look, they're great options to have. Gareth Bale, his reputation speaks for itself. We've already spoken on Vinicius, basically, that he just needs a goal. And then having Lucas playing the right-hand side, maybe just kind of encouraging Lucas and maybe speaking the language to him, getting some tactics across. Look, it should be more than enough to put away Ludogerets.
Yeah, 100%. I think, again, it's another opportunity for Vinicius. Hopefully this time with Lucas Moura, because we saw the chemistry they have in terms of they speak Vinicius, he can communicate well. And with Lucas Moura, of course, not quite speaking English just yet. So I think that's important for him. And I think, as we all know as well, with Gareth Bale, we know once he gets to full fitness, hopefully we can start seeing his pace more. I think it's a situation, as I said on my preview, it's just a bit of a process with him. We got to give it a bit more time, but as we know, he's already got his first goal against Brighton, of course, getting that winner, and he's looked good. He's definitely looked against Ludogerets when he played 60 minutes. He looked very good, looked quite sharp in that game. So he's definitely getting there, and I think it's another opportunity for Gareth Bale to get his confidence going, get his fitness going, and yeah, hopefully we can see him get another goal potentially.
Yeah, look, we'd love to see him get another goal. He's a player for me that 90 minutes tomorrow will be crucial, especially with some of the games that are coming up. Because as I've stated before, I firmly believe he's going to have a big part to play over the next 2 months, over the festive period. Just a quick note on the substitutions, really. Obviously, it'd be ideal if we didn't have to bring on the likes of Kane tomorrow, Højbjerg. Maybe if we could bring on like Dele Alli and players like that, it would be ideal. I really wouldn't want to see us bringing in any of the heavy hitters tomorrow, really.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's true. I think as we've said all along, whatever team is playing tomorrow should have more than enough quality to go and win the game. And I think it's something we've said about all the Europa League games so far this season, that even you go back to the qualifiers and stuff, no matter what team we put out, we should have more than enough quality to go and win. And that's true, because on paper, our squad's very deep. It's got a lot of quality, and particularly in certain positions. And I think, without a doubt, hopefully, as I said, we don't need to sort of bring on the big guns and stuff tomorrow, and we can give them a rest so they are fully fit and raring to go for the massive clash against Chelsea on Sunday.
Yeah, and look, we're always as positive as ever, especially the likes of me and you. So on my score prediction, I'm going with 3-0. Personally, I think we will keep a clean sheet no matter who we play at the back. I think it's just the tactics that's being drilled into them. Everyone kind of knows what they're doing now. And I like I said, we have enough with Vinicius, Lucas and Bale, Lo Celso going forward to put these away. So I'm very confident with a 3-0 win. I'm going to go with Bale with 2 goals tomorrow, and I'm hoping Vinicius will get 1 and get off the mark. What's your score prediction?
I mean, I said 4-1 on my stream, but I want to go a bit more positive and go for a clean sheet. I think the reason why I said we'd concede is because I'm not convinced with Sanchez at all. Even against a team like Ludogerets, I still think he's capable of just brain farts and stuff. So look, I'm gonna go 3. I'll change it. I'll go 3-0 as well. I'm gonna be positive. I think it's just, look, as I said, we should have more than enough to keep out Ludogerets and stuff. And I think goals for me, I'm gonna go. Let's see. I'm going to go Bale to get 1, Mora to get 1, and Vinicius to get his first goal for the club.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. You've heard it here first from Charlie and myself. Thanks very much, Charlie, for coming on. It's been an absolute pleasure as always.
Yeah, always really enjoyed doing these. Coming on David's channel, and make sure to subscribe to David. He's hit 100 subs recently. So yeah, it's always a pleasure, David. Thank you.
Thanks very much, guys. And also, don't forget to get over and check Charlie at Charliethfc. Like I said, quality content. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and put your comments, score predictions, and predicted lineups. I'd really like to hear them. And just a side note, on anyone that might be feeling a bit down today, just take out your phone, get up the Premier League table, see that we're top of the league, have a little smile. And if that's not enough, get over and check my song. Don't worry, we could be Arsenal. Come on, you Spurs.
Come on, you Spurs.